guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, we're gonna do our August TBR today. Also, my dog is on my lap. He's literally sleeping on my lap. We're gonna try and make this quick. Today we're gonna do our August TBR. This is my TBR jar and we're doing the TBR prompt jar method where I'll pick out a prompt and I have to pick out a book that matches with the prompt. This is my current TBR cart situation. We don't have lots of books on here. We only have around 30, I think less than 30 actually, and I am really happy about that because I haven't bought lots of books in a while. So we are slowly getting through our physical TBR. We're gonna pick out 8 prompts. I did 6 prompts last month, but last month I was in a slump. I didn't think I was gonna read a lot of books, but I read so many books in the month of July and I thought I would be able to do 8 books this time around. Also, let me turn the notifications on my phone off, get that out of the way. Also, I read all of the books that are on my July TBR, so I'm really happy about that. Let us pick out our first prompt. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, I picked this one out. This one says plant on the cover. Plant on the cover? Plant. Would I count this as a plant or is this a flower? Would I count this as a plant too? Or are they flowers as well? I feel like some of these are plants, so I think this is another option. With that being said, the closest we have to plant on the cover are just these two. I know they're not technically plants, but there are some flowers on here, but the ones that are like curling around the cover of the book are vines. Actually, the closest one is this one. I feel like this is more like a flower. And the book I ended up picking up is A Curse of Blood and Stone by K.A. Tucker. This is the second book in the Fate and Flame series. I read the first book in the month of July. I really liked it. I am hoping to get into the second book, so I'm not complaining about this book. This is a new fantasy romance series that follows Romeria, who is a thief living in New York, and one day she ends up getting scouted by this one mysterious woman called Sophie, and she ends up getting transported into a whole different world, into the elven realm, and in there she is this treacherous elven princess by the name of also Romeria, and she starts to unveil lots of secrets as well as her identity in this world, and it's really fun and I want to get into the second book, so it's going to be our first book. Let us pick out my second prompt now. I'm hoping to pick a prompt I haven't picked in a while. Oh, this says 6 and more word title. Can you guys see that? This is one option, although I don't really want pick this one. We've got our 2 options here. These are both 6-word titles. I am inclined to pick up A House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I have started this a little bit and I never continued on, so I am inclined to get this one read instead of this one. And this is a standalone fantasy / magical realism book, so I think it's an easier read compared to starting a new fantasy series. From what I've read and from what I can remember, this is about Linus Baker, and he's worked in this company, this magical protecting agency company, I'm not really sure what it's called, for a very long time, and one day he gets sent to do a job in this house in the Cerulean Sea where there are 6 magical kids who live there, and they're all out of control because they're all kids who don't really know how to use their powers and such. I'm not really too sure what he goes there for. I think he goes there to like check out the orphans and to see if they were making havoc or something. I've heard a lot of people say it's really good, but the first 30 pages I've read, I haven't felt like I really liked it. So let us pick out my third prompt. Let's pick out this one. What does it say? Random generator for the first letter of the title. I feel like I picked this out either last month or in the last 2 months. Let's do a random generator for the first letter. Okay, I'm gonna use this letter picker wheel. It has A to Z. It's a little wheel like this. I'm just gonna spin it. I. Okay. I? Do we even have an I? I don't think we have an I. Let us do one more spin and see where we land on. D. This is getting out of hand. Oh! We do have one book. We do have one book. This is Honestly Yours by Kristen Beccarici. We do have. If I want to remove the A in front, then A Deadly Education can also work. I'm not even gonna complain. I don't know what this is about. I think it's about con artists and it's a best friend's brother trope. Something to do with Phoebe wanting to start over, and in the end the brother, like her best friend's brother, ends up coming in to like accompany her or something. I'm gonna go into this a little bit blind, but I've seen a few people read this. I've seen them have fun with the book and I'm excited. I really want to get into Kristen Beccarici's new series. I'm happy about that. Wow, that was a great choice. Let us pick out my fourth prompt now. Okay, I got title starts with A. We have a lot of, as you guys can tell. I'm thinking either A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab or A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I want to start a new fantasy series, so these two are kind of my options right now. If I have to be honest, I feel like this book more because I've had this a longer time compared to this. I recently purchased this, I think in the month of April. I'm gonna pick up A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I feel like this is a smart choice. Maybe I will enjoy it. All I know about this is that it's a magical school and it's really hard to graduate or something. That's all I know about this book, and I'm gonna go into it once again blind. And now we're gonna pick out my fifth prompt. Okay, I got odd number of pages. So now I need to pick up books that I might want to read. I want to finish the Addicted series, so some kind of perfect. This is the acknowledgements page. And the page before this is 743, so that's an odd number of pages. Do I want to read this? Is Jade Legacy an odd number of pages? It is an odd number of pages. It's 713 pages. I think I'm gonna pick up Jade Legacy actually. I'm gonna pick up Jade Legacy before on the lead. Last minute decision because I realized I haven't finished this trilogy yet and I'm not halfway, like 200 pages into the book. I need to get this read, so I am going to pick up Jade Legacy. This is the last book of the Greenbone Saga trilogy. There are two rivaling clans living in this island of Kakon, and Jade is an asset in this island and they fight for this jade. They're able to wield jade and use them as powerful enhancers, and only specific people can use jade. Those who don't have the genes cannot use jade. But one day there is this new drug called SN1 that comes into this island that allows people who cannot use jade to end up using jade, and it's just a whole thing. It's really politics heavy. Urban fantasy world is so interesting. It's really complex, really intricate world, and I need to read the last book. So we're gonna pick up Jade Legacy as our fifth book. We're gonna pick out my seventh prompt. Looking at my pile now, we have 4 fantasy and 1 romance. This a shiny cover. Okay. The only one I know is this Woven Kingdom. It's the only one that's shiny. Look at that. This is the only one I know that's shiny, so we're gonna pick up this Woven Kingdom. This is a, I think, 4-book series by TRYYY, another fantasy series. I don't know what this is about. Something to do with a lost princess, I think, and she ends up working in her enemy kingdom. Forbidden romance and a long-forgotten queen who must claw her way through darkness to reclaim her throne and save her people from the half-lives they've been forced to live. I'm gonna pick this up. Looks interesting. I've been wanting to start a lot of the fantasy series I have on my TBR card, so this is a great option. Now we're gonna pick out our 7th prompt. I am down to 2 books left in this TBR. I am so scared. Okay. Damn it. Darn it. I got yellow cover. I don't think there's anything on here that's yellow. I got yellow cover, but I really don't have anything here that's yellow. Only one that's close to yellow, but it's actually beige. My yellow cover is this Woven Kingdom. I am going to change this prompt into something else. We're gonna change our 7th prompt because we don't have anything that's yellow. Okay, what does it say? 500 plus pages. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pick up Some Kind of Perfect by Kristen Becker Ritchie. This is the last book in the Addicted series. It's an epilogue novel, actually. I didn't want to pick it up just because it's the last book of that series and I really like that series. So an end of an era, I would say. We're gonna pick this. If you guys do not know, this is a part of the Addicted series. It's a 10-book series and this is the last book of that series. It follows 3 couples, 6 people. It's really strong found family and the girls of these couples are all sisters. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Some Kind of Perfect. That is our 7th prompt. We're going to pick out our last prompt. This is our 8th prompt. The next book of a series is what I picked up. You know what? I need to, so I'm gonna do this. As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson is the last book of a series, but technically it's the next book of a series. This is the last book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I just need to read this. I'm also in the middle of this. I'm at page 120, I think. I need to get to reading this. So this is a very long YA mystery trilogy, and in the first book you're following Pip, who is our female main character, and she is still in her senior year of high school, I think. Something to do with her researching her friend's death and figuring out that it's not this other person who killed her friend, but it was someone else, and she's trying to figure out who the real murderer is. It's a little bit unhinged, but I had fun with both the first 2 books, and I am in the last one, and a lot of people say this is really dark. That is our 8th book. This is our final pile of books. You guys, these are really thick books. Ah! This is our stack. It is a really thick stack. We have two 700 plus page books here. Really heavy. I'm not even gonna try to lift it up again. I'm pretty happy about them because it's been a while since I've read lots of books, and so I am excited to pick up these books and also excited to get through my physical TBR because we're finally dwindling it down. I am buying lots of books next month, so maybe not super dwindling it. Hopefully I'll be able to read all of these 8 books, but that is going to be it for this August TBR. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and look out for the reading vlogs where I'm going to be reading these books, and also just really excited for the next month because I'm finally not in a reading slump and I am excited to read more books. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!